Hello everybody and welcome into week 10 game day here in the SFA. I got the ping out. Well, hold on. Waiting for my phone to load. But we have a big game here. Number 12 Texas A&M traveling on the road to the SIP against Ole Miss, who's 6-1 as well. This is definitely the battle for the division, pretty much, unless the winner kind of chokes down the stretch, which we do not foresee happening. Let me know if you can hear me. This is a big game. Just want to make sure everything goes according to plan before I debut anything new. If you are new to the SFA, this is a online dynasty. Ran entirely through Discord. You can recruit, play styles, play schemes. We have like 60 active coaches as of right now, and we stream on Twitch. Everything's uploaded to YouTube later, and this is also the first week of the playoff committee. If you don't want ads, you can subscribe for free. Just link your Twitch with your Amazon account, and you will have a Twitch Prime sub. Coco, let me know if you can hear me, or whoever, TT Rexo, let me know. He's gonna bend A&M over, absolutely. Before I get things started, I just want to make sure you guys can hear me and everything's correct. Yeah, you hear me. Okay, perfect. So, a little new wrinkle here. Thanks to McNasty. What you're about to see is entirely from him. He put this together. Super excited about it. Cue the intro. So I think that was pretty awesome. Hopefully you guys could hear the audio, because on my end I can't hear the audio. But if the audio did go through, that's McNasty himself on a guitar. Yeah, the graphics were rough. Could you hear it? But yeah, so we have a new intro. Sweet. Yeah, so the audio went through. So that's McNasty. Yeah, I don't know why he used bad highlights. He could just download from the Game Day greats. But let's go through each roster. We're going to start on the road with Texas A&M. Eli Stowers, the quarterback, 96 overall, 20 passing touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Rushing-wise, he does have 7 rushing touchdowns. He was in the Heisman race at number 2, but last week he didn't finish the game. He had an injury, but he is back for this game. If he does go down again, you got Haynes King. At running back, you got L.J. Johnson Jr., 92 overall. Wide receiver, they are pretty deep here. You got Yul Keith Brown, who had a crazy game last week. Moose Muhammad, that's a great name. Is that Demon Demas, and you got Devin Price. So very deep there. Bill Heath, their line is stacked. There's no reason why, there's no doubting why this team is good. They are stacked at pretty much every position. Like, weakness in the middle, kind of, but you have mid-80s starting there. Linebacker, okay, so he does have an 80 overall freshman starting at middle linebacker, Gerald Washington, so that is something to watch out for. Also, Dennis Butler, only an 84, so their linebacking core could be a little rough, but this is definitely one of the better secondaries, and they're going to need it. You got Deuce Harmon, Drayden Norwood, Tyreek Chappelle, and then Solomon Geraldo, who is an SFA player. I think a lot of you guys do forget that. At free safety, you got Mark Goins. And then I think I glossed over him, but I do believe they have an SFA player as well over here at left outside linebacker. Yeah, AJ Hawk. I don't foresee him playing at all. Now let's check out the kicker and if he's going to be able to kick. Yeah, 99 kick power today, so we're going to see Texas A&M hitting those long balls all day. So definitely give the kicking advantage to Texas A&M. But he's going against one of our longtime coaches, Ole Miss. Ryan Fitzpatrick. This is QBU. He is Ryan Fitzpatrick. We'll take a look at his stats for you. 17 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Definitely not cracking the whip on the touchdowns, and rushing not really that much either. Like I said, he's kind of all yards and not many TDs, so that's why he's not currently in the Heisman race. Caleb Holstein's behind him. Matt Ryan, the freshman, he is being redshirted, so he will not play. Nate Robinson is the starter. 411 yards, 3 TDs. This team is known for throwing the ball. Brent Boozler, the sophomore, the second best SFA wide receiver. 800 yards, 8 TDs. He's having himself a good season. Ronald Acuna, the freshman, he's having a good season. Jaden Jackson and Braylon Brown, you'll also see. They have SFA players all over the field. Derek Watt will not be playing. He is redshirted, so it is Hudson Wolf. And then their offensive line is also pretty good. It is a little weak here and there. Like Cody Silk, he is a starter, so you got to definitely give the edge to Texas A&M in the trenches there. But on the other side, you can't slouch. He has 2 SFA players starting in the center, Chris Jones and Devion Haskins. You also got Seven Cloud there. And Demon Clowney, he always pops up when this team is on game day. Middle linebacker, you got Austin Keys, who's led tackles pretty much the whole season, and then Charles Fitzpatrick as well. So they do have a pretty weak linebacker core. In general, they are a few overall points lower, but they might make it up here in the secondary as they have pretty much all SFA players. LaRod Hopgood, the junior, he was stolen from ECU. Brutal, but he is 6'7", 199 pounds. You also got Terrell Devers, SFA player. You also got Bobby Chalk. And we got Miles Ricketts. Now, despite the depth chart, I believe all the SFA players are starting. At free safety, you got Booker Atwood. If he gets hurt or they need a third safety, Eric Weddle or HaHa Clinton Dix. And then on the other side, you got Andre Carter. And at kicker, we got Caden Costa. Let's take a look here. He has 87 kick power. So they both have about the same accuracy. You got to give the edge to Texas A&M. He has max kick power, but Ole Miss is going to kick quite a bit themselves, which we often see is a factor in these game day games. But enough talking. Let's get to the game here. I'm going to set up the prediction. Like always, guys, the prediction is just a who wins. There's no spread involved. That's only game day, or that's only BearCave. So we got Ole Miss, or do you have Texas A&M? Like I said, this is pretty much for the division lead and probably the division title. I don't see either of these teams losing another conference game. So you got 2 minutes here. Spend your channel points. I'm going to do it as well. I did pick Texas A&M and BearCave just because we have had 4 straight teams on the road have won game day. So I'm going to put, but here I think I'm going to put a little bit of money on Ole Miss. No, wait, nobody's putting money on Texas A&M. So I'll go money on Texas A&M. I always want to see, so make sure you're spending your channel points. It's the easiest way to level them up is hit on a few of these, just like BearCave. So we got 2 minutes here, and let's get to the game. All right, Neil, you get to choose your uniforms first. So do you want, let me get my thumbnail first, but what uniform do you want? Do you want all navy like you normally do because you're a weirdo? I don't know what person plays as Ole Miss and uses all navy over the baby blues, but you know what? To each their own. You want all white at home? Are you high? All right. So, all white. Do they have a white? Yes, they do. They have white helmet here. So we'll do the white helmet. We're going to do the white jersey. And I want to give you the white with the stripe. I like the stripe. Alright, so that is Texas A&M. Or that's Tech, or whoever. So, now we get to Skook. If you're in here, I mean, you kind of get to choose. I like the big helmet. and then they're going to be the hard color. So let's see if they have any fun uniforms. Not really fun. So maybe we go throwback for them. I kind of like these maroon ones. So all maroon versus all white. So we got all white here, and we got all maroon. The predictions are over. I mean, that's not really color rush. Color rush would be if you had your baby blues on. Alright, so we only have 5 viewers. I'd expect a game day of this caliber to have a bit more, but, you know, to each their own. Alright, so it is 9 a.m. though, so we are going to get it kicked off here. A huge game in the SEC landscape, especially because Tennessee lost, earning that second loss, meaning that if you finish with 2 losses here on the season, or 1 loss, if you finish with 1 loss, if you win this game and then you lose the SEC championship to Florida, which is probably the most likely scenario, you're probably going to be ranked above Tennessee. So that makes a path for these 2 teams, who are probably going to be held out of the playoff, actually be favorites now. So the winner of this game has a real good shot at making the playoff. So Skook versus Coach Neal. Yeah, so much chaos going on. I mean, this division's down to these 2. The rest of the division's in shambles, pretty much. Oklahoma and Texas are having horrendous years. So much chaos this week. Alright, okay, the all-whites do go pretty hard, Neil. Alright, I respect the drip. I respect the drip. I didn't see the vision. I like Texas A&M having... Oh, I like how the throwback jerseys for Texas A&M have the holes in them. I like those old jerseys with the holes in the numbers, so they're more breathable. But we are here at Vaught Hemingway Stadium for an SEC stadium. This one always surprises me. It doesn't necessarily look all that big. That's just always been kind of weird to me. But we are here. This is a big-time game, big-time teams, and we're going to see Ole Miss first. So we saw Ole Miss on game day earlier this season against Georgia, where they won that game, and it was a pretty good game. Now, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he had 5 TDs last week, 466 yards. He is one of the only 499 overalls in the country. All right, Ryan Fitzpatrick over the middle, and he hits Brent Boozler to start the game. 10 yards, the top receiving target. Pretty much the debate amongst everyone in the SFA, who's the best wide receiver, SFA wide receiver in the country, is Heimlich Heisenberg or Brent Boozler. Well, we'll get to see Brent Boozler respond, though, as Nate Robinson gets his first carry of the day, 9 yards. He has had a great freshman year in an offense that is pretty much very, very pass-heavy. Skook, in his first season, is looking to take Texas A&M to the top. Ryan Fitzpatrick has time here. He floats it, and that goes out of bounds. He did have an open man. So Fitzmagic, almost 2,000 yards, 17 TDs already on the season. You would think he'd have a bit more TDs, honestly, especially because he had 5 last week. But, you know, as long as this team keeps winning games, that's all that matters. He's averaging about 3 pass TDs a game, which you really can't scoff at. Nate Robinson gets tackled a little awkwardly, but he pops right back up. And they come out with split back formation. They're both going out for routes. He's going to dump it off to one of them, and he doesn't break the tackle, Ryan Moore. And that is going to be a punt. So Texas A&M does get a stop. That is a little bit of a questionable play call on 3rd and short, throwing it behind the line. You would have liked to see either a run or, a little slant or something. But Texas A&M does get off the field to start here in the first quarter. And Eli Stowers, he is in the top 5 for Heisman favorites. He was at number 2, but he dropped to number 5 after leaving last week early. But they're going to hand it off here. And a big start for L.J. Johnson Jr., 11 yards. With the questionable depth at both linebacker position, I think the run game is going to be probably going to be the difference maker, especially because Texas A&M has a really good line. So you got to hope these guys is a wide open man there. Keith Brown, he had a massive game last week. I believe he had over 250 yards and 3 TDs. So he will be the man to watch on pretty much this all SFA player secondary as they start with the mid-screen, and that is a big hit by Booker Atwood. He hits Moose Muhammad. What a name. Moose Muhammad is a fantastic name. So they're going to run hurry up, second and short. They are in opposing territory. Stowers. And that was a questionable throw. Miles Ricketts on the deflection. If you guys remember the Georgia game, he did have an interception there late. Miles Ricketts is a really good Gameday or BearCave player, or gameplay player pretty much. As third and short, and a big hit from the corner. Holy smokes, and they stop him short. What a hit. He needed a big hit to stop him short, and they laid the wood. This Ole Miss defense is on fire today, it looks like, in the secondary. And remember, SFA players, they just have a way of just playing up. So despite the overall difference, I still think Ole Miss is a favorite in this game. That's why they are in BearCave, and you saw it right there. All right, can they start moving the ball, though? They hand it off. No, he keeps it. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's trying to get to the edge, and let's be real. Having Texas A&M, having somebody wear the number 40 is just disrespectful to Von Miller. But Goings, the safety on the tackle, trips left. They're going to throw a quick screen to Boozler, and he only gets 2. If he would have cut outside, I feel like he could have outran that guy and gotten some more yards. But another third and short here for Ole Miss. Is this going to be a defensive start? Normally we see first quarter of game day is normally just feeling each other out. As he gets to the tight end there, Hudson Wolf, he did redshirt Derek Watt. Pistol formation here. And he takes off quickly, and only 3-yard gain for Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's running it a little bit more than you would probably like. He's not known for running. 2nd and 7 here. They're loving this pistol. They hand it off a counter, and he gets blown up in the backfield. That was going nowhere. When you have multiple men break into the backfield, that one lead blocker has a tough task, and nothing doing. So a 3rd and long now. They're 1 for 2. Spread, 4 wide. One of the best wide receiver cores in the country, and he goes deep and he connects, and that is going to be Ronald Acuna. He burns him deep for 62-yard touchdown to open the scoring. He just snatched that safety's ankles and burned him over the top. Ole Miss leads. So a big start here for Ole Miss. You got to watch out for this wide receiver core. They will burn you instantly. So a great start here for Ole Miss. And that was the BearCave Award, or the MLB Award for the Fantasy Baseball League. Pinstripe should have had it locked up, and he choked. Imagine Ronald Acuna on that offense for Buffalo. Jeez. Is Flipper Masters choked against Charlotte today? That's a tough one, and that's unfortunate, honestly. I wanted an undefeated game. You know how much territory that would be for, Nick, for imperialism? That'd be crazy. All right, can this Ole Miss Rebel defense continue their intensity on the defensive side? Multiple hit sticks, stopping these men short. And he's going to keep it as the defenders collide. Eli Stowers faked multiple men out of their shoes. And the fans are wondering, are we going to see a gaggle of Rebels play today? And they're running another screen pass. This one gets blown up. DeAndre Jackson did not fool anybody. I believe that was Devion Haskins, the starting defensive tackle. Or it was Chris Jones. I think that's actually Chris Jones. Ole Miss is one of the few teams as SFA players pretty much at every level position. So he dumps it off here. Can he get to the first down? And wow, they give him a favorable spot, if I don't say so myself. That was... he must have stretched at the very end there. But they hurry it up and they don't review it as they hand it off again in a big gash here and another big hit from Booker Atwood. That is his calling card. That was a tough spot, but Booker Atwood's trying to get it back. Number 42, watch out for those hit sticks. He has like 95 hit power. And now they're kind of starting to get in a rhythm. They're moving the ball. When you run an offense like this with a lot of screen passes and short passes, you've got to rely on being in a rhythm. And once again, they do create separation. And he's still on his feet. And Moose Muhammad, he burnt Miles Ricketts on that one. God, dude, I love the holes in the numbers for Texas A&M. Bring it back, dude. I love that. All right. Well, they're threatening the red zone here. Stowers. Man in motion. Are we going to see a little option? Oh, yeah, we got a little shovel pass. And Stowers, good idea not pitching that, just holding on. That could have been disastrous. Acuna already has a 62-yard touchdown pin. 2nd and 5. Stowers keeps it on the ground, up the middle. Once again, fakes him out. He does have a surprising amount of rushing touchdowns this year. So already 7 first downs for Texas A&M. They're driving hard. 1st and goal from the 8. Man in motion. They hand it off. Once again, nobody there to check for Eli Stowers, and he runs it in himself to tie up the ball game. Texas A&M coming back. So a little bit different than what we normally see. Most of the time, we see these defenders just go straight for the quarterback, and half the time he can't get the pitch off. And, yeah, Pin, he had a 62-yard touchdown. But, yeah, I mean, also Ole Miss kind of playing weird, going after the pitch man pretty much every play, and that time it did not work out for him. So, all right, are we in for an offensive game day? Oh, baby. They fake the handoff, a little play action. He has a lot of time. He dumps this one off. That's Doug Clark. And they dump it off here to Nate Robinson. He gets blown up by the defender as Coach Neal is already yelling at the refs on the sideline about the spot on the last drive. He's already blaming the refs. So a big 3rd down here. I mean, after that solid drive from Texas A&M, you don't want to give them the ball back immediately. You want to give time for your defense to get a little bit of a breather as he dumps it off to Nate Robinson, and that's just not going to be enough. Ryan Fitzpatrick channeling his inner Kirk Cousins, throwing it or dumping it off on 3rd and 6. So Texas A&M is going to get the ball right back here. And a decent little return here for Deadman Demas as he gets hit hard. Once again, Ole Miss is still doing pretty well. Also, if you guys came in late, we have a new intro, so I encourage you to go back and watch the start of the stream so you can see McNasty's work. I really appreciate how much work he puts into it. He recorded himself playing the guitar for that new intro, so I thought it was very, very good. All right, so Texas A&M here. Once again, they are driving. Oh, and another big hit. Once again, Booker Atwood, he judges his success by the number of players he gives CTE. So Eli Stowers once again keeps it. He's going to get another first down. So kind of like game day last week where we saw the Cal quarterback torching him with his legs. It's kind of happening again. So Ole Miss needs to get it together here. As they're running the shovel again, this time they check Eli Stowers and they stop him for short. And when this team is struggling, you got to look for guys like Demon Clowney who always pop up. Miles Ricketts. And over the middle, that was a questionable throw, and it is incomplete. He was hit right as he caught it. And watch out for Hopgood. He is the 6'7" monster at the top of your screen. Or he might be in the slot there. Texas A&M, they are dumping it off here, and a tackle from LaRod Hopgood, who should have been a Ole Miss, or should have been an ECU player. But they're going to settle for the field goal. Now we got the 99 kick power kicker, and he is going to... He missed it wide right! How do you miss that? Oh, no. So A&M chonding, 99 kick power is only so good, right? Oh, no. A missed field goal on game day. You never see that. And now a lot of momentum now just goes straight back to Ole Miss as Acuna gets his second catch. Oh, that was Ricketts. Oh, you red-shirted Hopgood, you asshole. I remember you doing that. And oh my God, a questionable pitch, but it works. And Nate Robinson going down the sideline. That was maybe half an inch from being a defensive score. That was so risky. Yeah, so Ricketts is 28, I guess. Oh yeah, Bobby Chalk also is playing. Jaden Jackson, his first touch, and he cannot get to the edge. He taken down for a 2-yard loss. Yeah, they both definitely over pursued, but that one guy, he was going for the pitch. Alrighty, so will they get a playoff here? They will not. So as the first quarter comes to an end, we are locked here, 7-7. Big plays for Ole Miss. Texas A&M's putting up quite a few drives together, but they missed a field goal. So missed opportunities for Texas A&M early. They would have liked to have the lead right now. So we got split backfield set here. And Fitzpatrick, as he gets hit, he does dump it off, and they finally wrap up the Kentrell Bullock, who is an 87 over running back, but he is the backup to Nate Robinson. There's still time for the dickening to happen. Just wait. 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff, dump it over the middle, and that's not going to do it. If I didn't know any better, I'd say Kirk Cousins plays for both teams. But Fitzpatrick's having a great start to the day. 1 incompletion, over 100 yards. As they will punt it here. And that goes out of the back of the end zone. Fox Too many leg presses. So Texas A&M's right back out, and they've been the better offense. Stowers, and he trips in the backfield, and that's going to be counted as a sack. Cedric Johnson gets it. He might have gotten away with a little bit of a trip there. Did he stick that foot out? Second and 15. But like I was saying, besides one play from Ole Miss for the touchdown, Texas A&M has been better. But Demas has to dive for that one, so Stowers did not put it on him quite correctly. I have like 4K on my Topless Cuddles account. Nick is a savage because Nick comes into the podcast and just gets every trivia question right. And screen pass that actually works here, and they give him the first down. L.A. Johnson, he stretches, and Ole Miss is going to be seething after that one. And they're once again running up to the line. They don't want the refs to review it. Oh, man, and Stowers goes up the middle. He runs over Atwood. Stowers having a monster game on the ground already. Oh, yeah, the refs got money. The refs are part of the cult. And they run quick option, and they don't take the quarterback, and he gets 3 out of it. That's the problem, Ole Miss. You got to take the quarterback on these options. Texas A&M has such a great game plan working. If they could just execute a little bit, they'd be winning potentially by 2 scores. And this time he does get the pitch off. Johnson Jr., he gets the edge. And he gets 19. A&M is driving. You got to think Paint and Security Hermanos are on Texas A&M's side today. And L.J. Johnson, he did break a tackle, but he's taken down. Another dump off. Never taking your advice again, TC. What was my advice? And they run this shovel pass again. It's not working. And Miles Ricketts with the tackle for loss. He always shows up on game day, and that's a big play. Finally, somebody tackles him in the background. Go for the QB, my dude. It's... All right, a big 3rd and 10 here. They might be stretch field goal range and a sack. That's not what you want. And Keys, Austin Keys, flies in for the sack, and that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The middle linebacker, he's not that high of an overall, but he plays up, and that is a huge play in a critical moment. Those are the plays you need if you're a playoff team. You know, you got to make those plays. I know the guy missed earlier, but 99 kick power, you're right on the fringe of field goal range to get a sack. That's super, super clutch. Let's see where they spot that one. Oh, man, Neil's giving them hell on the sidelines. All right, so Ole Miss comes back out. They've had a few splash plays, but they haven't really been able to string them together outside the one big play. And a stiffy! What a stiffy there for Nate Robinson. That has to get a few emotes in the chat, baby. Ooh, baby, that stiffy was massive in the backfield. It's only a 2-yard gain, but those kind of plays add up. Avoiding the negative play is all you need. So Robinson, he goes out. And over the middle, and Ronald Acuna Jr. for 10 again. Yeah, that's his 3rd catch already, so he is carving him off. They're loving these split back formations early. I mean, they have a great pocket, and that's Brent Boozler. He stays on his feet for 14, his 2nd catch on the day, or 3rd, actually. Yeah, Texas A&M has kind of been choking multiple scoring opportunities. They hand it off here. Nate Robinson, he does find the edge, but that's going to be swallowed up for pretty much nothing. Both defenses not really giving an inch. Lots of yards, but they are not giving up anything really as far as scoring chances. And handoff up the middle, Nate Robinson, he pushes forward for like 5 extra yards. And the SIP is going crazy. They are in opposing territory. This might be the first time they've actually been across the logo, besides the touchdown, which was one big play. So Fitzpatrick, he has all the time in the world. There's been no rush as he dumps off. That's Hudson Wolf, who delivers another stiffy, but he is brought down. That's a solid 8 yards. 14 of 15 passing. So this high overall secondary has kind of been carved up by these really good receivers. And that might have been an illegal motion penalty. 2 guys moving at the same time. I don't know if that's allowed. As Fitzpatrick, he gets swallowed for negative 3 yards. He thought he could take that. McKinley Jackson takes him down. Yeah, when you're running a drag route, I don't think it's a good idea to run towards the drag route, right? Probably not his best decision. 3rd and 5. A big play here. They are probably out of field goal range with 87 kick power. He's eating it deep, and that's going to be intercepted. Texas A&M picks him off. Those routes were crossing, and I think the underneath defender, he just didn't see Norwood, and he just picks it out of the sky. A beautiful pick, and Jane Johnson, he does get the tackle, but Texas A&M takes over. So Ryan Fitzmagic gets a pick. So the first turnover of the game is a big one as they get the pitch off. And he stiffies a man. And he falls forward for the first down. DeAndre Jackson. More stiffies galore on every side. And honestly, I'm impressed with Stowers, how he's making these decisions. He hasn't made one bad decision with any of these pitches. Once again, he gets the pitches off again, and L.J. Johnson is running 22 yards. Yeah, Mike's saying it best. He is a king of the run game. These misdirection, these triple option packages, Stowers is running the fuck out of them. He has not made one bad decision with the rock. And he hands it up the middle this time, and that's going to be a solid game for 4. At some point, Ole Miss is going to have to mitigate this run game and force Stowers to throw it on the secondary, because that's where they want to win. And they're going to run a screen pass, and it opens up. So they blitz them this time, and obviously, the perfect call for a blitz is a screen. As we're trickling down towards halftime, it's still 7-7, and they finally wrap up Stowers. He just 3 men in the backfield. Not even the option will beat that as Atwood levels him. Second and 14. Is Ole Miss going to clutch up again before they enter the red zone? Stowers, he's getting rushed. He tries to escape, and he does. Austin Keys trying to track him down, but he gets 13. So Stowers showing off his rushing ability. I believe he has like low 80s speed. Yeah, Ole Miss getting cooked as far as coaching, but it's 3rd and 1. Can they force a field goal attempt? It's a quick screen, and it's a perfect call as Yul Keith Brown scores on the bubble screen. They were playing super far off, and Texas A&M saw it. And a beautiful pitch and catch and a nice little cut inside, and Brown takes the lead. I gotta say, I'm actually super impressed by Texas A&M. I don't think I've ever seen a team like run this type of offense so well, like a CPU team. Like even when you're playing them, like they make mistakes and they throw these bubble screens and you pick it off, or they just get swallowed for no gain. Everything is working When do you see bubble screens go for touchdowns? You never see that. Or these shovel passes are working. The triple option is just OP in the game. Obviously, that's working when the quarterback actually has the awareness to get it off. But, man, Ole Miss defense, you got to step it up. But, I mean, how can you stop that? Eli Stowers is impressing the fuck out of me. Holy shit. And they bring a blitz, and Fitzmagic, he stands in there tough and delivers a dot to Acuna. So, minute 28, still plenty of time here to get down the field, get some points. Trips left. Fitzmagic, he steps up, and he's running for the first down, and they give it to him. Fitzmagic, he pops right back up. He's used to Coach Neal abusing him in practice, hooking him up to the horse and buggy. I gave you the worst coaching. Because when you asked me to switch your play styles, I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to make them look hilarious. Yeah, it's IRL, boy. It's a face scan. It's a 2K face scan. As he throws it wide open, man, but Jaden Jackson can't stay in bounds. So a 3rd and 6, and you just hope that Fitzmagic can stretch the field. When they stretch the field, they have success, but you know, they've been relying way too much on dump-offs. And over the middle, he connects. That's Brent Boozler, and the crowd rains boos. I love the boos chant. So, Fitzmagic, he has all the room in the world, and he is running. Oh, my God. Fitzmagic running like Nolan Arenado out there. If you don't know, Nolan Arenado has the most disgusting-looking run ever. But they're threatening. 50 seconds left. Time really isn't a factor as of right now, as he just throws that one away. So both quarterbacks are using their legs well. So look at the one-on-one matchup. Ronald Acuna at the bottom of the screen. They do throw it to Nate Robinson over the middle. Time is running. They're gonna have to hurry it up here a bit. It looks like at worst they might get a field goal attempt here, and that's you just can't stop throwing it short of the sticks, boys. What are you doing? Come on, Ole Miss. Fuck. 4th and 4 and you throw it short? Are you shitting me? All right, well, the field goal team does come out, and they do add 3. So Texas A&M did miss a field goal. Ole Miss converted. So they are winning on that front. But down by 4 with Texas A&M rolling on offense, you got to be a little nervous if you are a SIP fan. Texas A&M might get a chance here. They have all 3 timeouts, 25 seconds left. We'll see what they decide to do with it. Or if they're happy with the 4-point lead and just want to go get a Gatorade break. All right, Texas A&M, and they dump it off, and Austin Keys with an aggressive tackle there. They do call the timeout, so it does look like that they're going to try to get something going. Trips left. Can they get some pressure? Stowers, he decides to take off, and he runs through the corner, and he gets 5, and they call their second timeout. So they are probably in stretch Hail Mary formation here, but if they have 99 kick power, so if you can get like 30 yards here on a chunk play, you're in business. Is Yoel Keith Brown, he gets up the middle, and this is probably going to be the last play of the first half. He didn't get the first down. The clock is not going to stop. So we'll see what they decide to do here. Stowers, he's just going to take off. We have 0-0, so this doesn't matter. They're going to need a touchdown, and he tries to slide, but there's no time on the clock. As we hit halftime here. Bro. So the game is still going, but it's frozen on this screen. I can't believe it. Bro, why does this shit always happen when, like, we're in, like, playoffs? Like, the first 10 weeks are fine. So what do we do? Do we just sim to half and watch, or do you start over? Like, what's the protocol here? Because the game's frozen. And it quit. So hold on, I'm just gonna restart here. I'm gonna throw the game day. So do I just sim to halftime? I mean, I'm not gonna just keep simming. That's pretty annoying. Because, like, we have all these highlights that aren't gonna matter now. Damn, man. Fucking shit. Yeah, game crash. Sorry about the ears. I wish it just saved your game halfway through, but it doesn't work like that. In the past, we just restart. So, like, last season we had that Wisconsin-Illinois game, I believe. And we just restarted. And I think that's what you have to do, honestly. I don't think there's, you know. Because otherwise it, like... Okay, so we're back in. So everyone agreed to just restart. I'll get the same jersey set up. Gotta get the white with the stripe. Come on now. We're gonna go to the throwbacks. The maroon pants. Alright. Damn, an L and L. Yeah, extra football, that's all it counts as, you know. We get to see extra stuff. That's fine. I don't, like I said, I haven't been inside the... I don't have anything, like, crazy on right now or anything, so... It was a good game. We'll see what happens, though. Hopefully we have... So, like, this has happened before. The last time it happened, it was like 21-3 Wisconsin, and then they ended up losing the next time. But this was a 50-50 game. It was anyone's game. They're both having their plays. So we have the same start here, so we'll see what happens. As we have kickoff, Ryan Fitzmagic comes out. See if he can avoid throwing interceptions. All right, so just block that first game out of your head. And Ronald Acuna for 5 to start. He had a big game last time. We'll see if Texas A&M can stop him. God, man, such an L. 40 minutes wasted. Rip. All right, Fitzmagic. Over the middle to Jaden Jackson. So a nice little start here for Ole Miss. If you guys want to put in the Discord that game's restarting, yeah, it was all just a dream. You're right, Nick. So, Fitzmagic, he breaks a tackle in the backfield, and he's still running. He breaks another one. He's still going. Fitzmagic for 8. Does kind of suck. One of the best offensive displays I've ever seen is erased, but that's all right. We'll see what happens in this one. 2nd and 2. And he fakes him out, and oh, he hits an offensive lineman with the pass, but that was a nasty juke on the defender. Whew. Fitz is in his bag in this game. In his bag early as they hand it off. 3rd and 2. Can Nate Robinson get there? No, he cannot. So it's going to end up with a punt. As he breaks through a couple tackles, Deadman Demas. So we'll see if the refs are still on Texas A&M's side. We'll see if Stowers can repeat what he was doing last game. I mean, I don't want to do that, though, because I don't want to do that because then the stats get all messed up. So it was halftime. Texas A&M was up 14-10, and then it froze as it was going to halftime. So we have to restart. And it looks like they're swallowing up the option. So really you're getting a full game day right now. Yeah, so if it crashes again, I'm just going to sim to the 4th quarter and watch the 4th quarter. And hopefully we'll get through it. I mean, sometimes the game just doesn't want to sim a game correctly, you know. So Stowers takes off, and he's going to convert here, but I don't see it crashing again. That's super rare. It happens every once in a while. Like once a season during a game day, maybe. All right, Stowers. Stowers and Booker Atwood gets the negative play. So honestly, it seems like it's kind of the same game going. Ole Miss had a 3-and-out. We'll see if Texas A&M can drive down the field here. Fakes the handoff. He quickly gets it off, and he just barely misses him. So the first pass does not land. That DB was on him. So 3rd and long. Watch out for Stowers' use of his legs. Also, Keith Brown. Damn it, we lost the bubble screen. No, I love that play. And they're just going to hand off, and we get a nasty stiff arm, but it's not going to matter. And Ole Miss is going to get the ball right back. Here we go. All right, we're gonna get a return here. And Nate Robinson's only going to get 7. Interesting to have your starting running back as your punt returner. He's pulling out all the stops. All right, Nate Robinson, he gets smoked off the edge. Whew. Deuce Harmon off the edge. My God. Corner making a big play in the backfield. And those are the kind of plays that get you drafted. All right, man in motion. They fake the handoff. They're going to dump it off to the tight end, and he's not going to go for much. So, honestly, for me, it looks like Ole Miss's kind of whole offense is like run and then dump-offs that they rely on, yards after catch and then deep shots. So it's a little interesting strategy here as Acuna had to come back for it. They're going to mark him short. Fitzmagic was hit as he was through. He couldn't get enough zip on that. So 4th and 1. Texas A&M's getting the ball back here. Austin Keys on the tackle. So he's his starters on special teams. Austin Keys, the middle linebacker. That's such a Neil thing. Have all of his starters on special teams. All right, can Texas A&M get something going here? Just like last time, they're kind of feeling each other out, but they are stopping Stowers a little bit better. Fitzpatrick, not the offensive, but the defensive Fitzpatrick gets a tackle. Texas A&M man in motion. This is, I believe, Moose Muhammad. They fake it to him, and he doesn't get the pitch off, so Stowers has just been going backwards as Charles Fitzpatrick, 2 plays in a row. He shoots the gap and gets the tackle. Stowers only 10 yards. So Ole Miss playing a little bit better this time, but they come out empty. Oh boy, what's Texas A&M calling here? 3rd and long. It's going to be a mid-screen. It's nothing doing it. He's going to be sacked for 14. 4th and 27 upcoming. Cedric Johnson gets there. The mid-screen just wasn't open, I guess, and Stowers just had to eat it. Huge play for the Ole Miss defense. And that will just flip field position. Ole Miss is going to get great starting field position here now. Kick is off, and he cannot break a tackle, so they're going to start right outside the 50. A defensive battle here so far. Not much scoring happening. Just feeling each other out like normal. Tight end is in motion. They're going trips left now to the short side of the field. An interesting call. Gets it over the middle on the drag, and Hudson Wolf for 4. Yeah, I probably don't think we'll ever see a punt or a kick return. It just, you just got to get lucky with like 3 broken tackles because the blocking's just bad. But Fitzpatrick, he keeps it. He has some room. He cuts inside, and he is tackled there. So 2 rushes and 20 yards. He's honestly in his bag in this version. Multiple great plays on the ground so far for Fitzpatrick. 1st and 10, they're in opposing territory. And he's jamming it deep, and he has a man! And it's intercepted! Acuna was trying to die for it, but Texas A&M takes it away. He was going for the one-hander, and he stunts on him and teabags him. Oh, man. Texas A&M, the disrespect. So a big turnover there. Fitzpatrick was going for it all. Oh, and a fumble! And they pick it up. The offensive lineman has it. He got smoked. I believe that was Booker Atwood. Oh, no, it was Austin Keys. He just delivered the boom, and that ball went flying. Oh, man. Ronald Acuna definitely got teabagged. Disrespectful for sure. And then right back, though, surprisingly, it was only a -yard loss as Stowers gets a little bit of it back. I love it when the offensive lineman gets the ball and they start running. But Ole Miss, once again, their defense is hard hitting. All right, so once again, the screen's not working. Stowers kind of panics, but he finds a man. He had time, but they're probably going to get a legal man downfield.
Pass interference. Offense.
And that's what you get, the pass interference on the offense. When those screen plays don't work, the blocking wide receiver gets a little too far downfield, and you get that call. Yeah, when those screen plays break down, you're definitely going to get that penalty. So Texas A&M now 3rd and long. Can they get it back? And once again, Stowers is in trouble, and he dumps it off to Dedmon Demas, and that's just not going to go anywhere. 2 drives in a row, and Texas A&M goes backwards. Stowers not having a great start this sim. After Texas A&M was basically running the best offense you'll ever see, now they can't even get positive yardage. In the last 2 drives, they have -35 yards. So they catch it on the 50, a big opportunity for Robinson to get some yards, and he gets 7. They're going to start at the opposing 43. Are we going to see some points here? Ole Miss defense definitely having their way so far, but Ole Miss offense is just not really finding ways to score. He tried the deep bomb to Acuna, it did not work. So a screen this time. This is going to go to the other running back, Kentrell Bullock, and he gets 9. A&M or Ole Miss loves these split back sets. So trips right once again to the short side. So that's an interesting strategy. Stacking the short side, and then Nate Robinson up the middle for 8. And they are moving the ball now. As we hit an hour on the Game Day stream, we're not even through the first quarter. Thank you guys for sticking with it. Anytime you emulate a game, there's always some weird things. As Ronald Acuna is not able to do anything there. And the first quarter comes to an end, and we are deadlocked at 0. So after the first sim, it was 7-7. It's 0-0 now, so we're basically in the same spot. Yeah, sorry, bud. But a beautiful interception, though, with the teabag. That's going on Game Day grades. You gotta support the teabag. It's all right. We get some free football here as he floats it outside, and Jaden Jackson, he brings that one in. Living dangerously there. You'd like to see Fitzmagic throw those piss missiles. Remember, he's one of 4 99 overalls in the country. 3rd and 1 inside the red zone. First time they've entered it. He's going deep to the goal line, and it's incomplete. They call him out of bounds. And they're going for it. So Ole Miss doesn't want a field goal. They have 87 kick power, so this is just an aggressive decision. I thought that was going to be a touchdown, and they're throwing it. And he dumps it off, and it's caught. Nate Robinson. He keeps the drive moving. I totally thought that was going to be a touchdown. Alrighty, 1st and 10. They have a fresh set of downs. A stiffy for Nate Robinson as he doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Welcome in, Coach Bohr. We got a defensive battle here in the SEC. First place on the line. I don't know. We'll have to check the box scores. Fitzmagic goes to the end zone, and it's picked off! Goings! He cuts the route again! The second end zone turnover for Fitzpatrick of the first half. And this one, he just never saw him. He thought he had Acuna all alone. What a mistake. And this one is a duck, and oh my God, Joel Keith takes it away from the defender. That was a risky one. If you like defense, welcome in. End zone interceptions, you gotta love them. They hand it off here. All right, a big 3rd and 5 now for Texas A&M. They've done nothing today on offense, and he's throwing this, and oh, Keith, he takes it back again, but Austin Keys lays the boom. Stowers is fucking complete 180 from the first game we saw him. He was looking masterful, and this time everyone's a duck. Joel Keith Brown, their best receiver, and no one blocks. Come on! You have 3 blockers on that right side, and not one picked them up. What are we watching? This is the SFA version of the SEC that we have known for the last 10 years. Man in motion. Nate Robinson, he goes nowhere. They were playing really well in the first game. I don't know what's happened. The rush on each side has been non-existent. The last game, both sides were popping off on the run game. So they're going to run a mid-screen here, Acuna, and we've yet to see Boozler make an impact. It's been pretty much all Acuna. He has 4 receptions, 17 yards, and the 2 times he has not caught it have been picks. Hands it off, Nate Robinson. Can he get there? 3rd and 7? No. So the conservative play call on 3rd and 7 does not work out as the field goal team's going to come out onto the field. I don't know if he would have taken that back. I mean, you have Nate Robinson, who is like 95 speed, like in the backfield. I don't think he's outrunning him. And that's going to go inside the 20. So actually a nice punt for once. Going to pin him back at the 14. Texas A&M. Can they get a first down? Stower's not looking like the Heisman favorite, but this time he takes off and he gets hit sticked again. He's not having the same kind of success he was having last time. That's quite all right. They are racing back up to the line, except Dedmon Demas taking him sweet-ass time as they go over the middle to Yulkeith Brown. That was questionable double coverage. Once again, he brings it down. Yulkeith Brown kind of saving Stower's ass on all 3 of these plays. Could have been easy picks. They hand it off here. L.J. Johnson Jr. He gets a nice little 6 yards. So, honestly, if I'm A&M, I'm going to start running the ball a little bit more. Stower's not looking that great through the air, and L.J. Johnson having a little bit of success. They do play action this time. Stowers takes off, and he's going to somehow find the only defender rushing, pretty much, Brandon Mack. It was like 1v4, and he somehow gets the sack there. So, a 3rd and 5. Once again, they're hurrying it up. It's like 2 men on the left. Stowers, he has a clean pocket. Plenty of time. He can't find anyone. There he goes. He finds Yulkeith Brown again, his top target. He was being clamped, and he finally found some separation. So Stowers showing some wherewithal to step up into the pocket and still deliver a nice throw. Texas A&M putting something together here. Halfway through the second half, as they run triple option, he has Yulkeith, and he doesn't pitch. So an interesting call to keep it there for Stowers. That was a big hit. Pretty much every tackle has been a big hit here for Ole Miss. They hand off. No, Stowers keeps it, and he has a full right side. And he breaks a few tackles as he stumbles out of bounds, and they are now inside the red zone. This is the first threat of the day for Texas A&M. They're at the 20. Stowers, 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, and he gets smoked this time. The 3rd time Austin Keys has just leveled them in the backfield. Texas A&M got to stop going negative on these drives. That's just drive killers. Split backfield. 2nd and 14. He fakes the handoff again. And he takes off. Nobody's covering him. He breaks one. And he gets about 9 back, making this a 3rd and medium. They're going to rush up to the line, so they must like the mismatches. No substitutions happening on either side. 3rd and 5. Watch out for the slot man. He's not covered. And it's going to be a screen pass. He catches it. Johnson, he follows his blockers, and he gets smoked. Booker Atwood stopping him short. So Texas A&M is going to have to attempt a field goal here. With 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half, can Texas A&M get the first points of the game? The kick is up, and it's good. So Texas A&M gets on the board first. And you have to say, Ole Miss has been outplaying Texas A&M. It's just 2 critical end zone interceptions have crippled them offensively. And I mean, it's one thing to, have 2 turnovers, but to have multiple turnovers in the end zone is really hard to overcome. So, but their defense keeping them in that. As we got a quick option here, and Fitzmagic, he has some room. 5 yards. Second and 5. Still a ton of time here in the first half to get something going and run your regular offense. You have 3 timeouts, 2 minutes, and we're going to come up to a 3rd and short. So they're 0 for 4 on 3rd down. Can they not throw a dinker? Can they actually throw it past the 3 yards? They're going to just hand it off, and Nate Robinson gets it easily. So Chappelle, TAMU's player, he will return. He had a bruised shoulder there. Tight end once again in motion. Proves that they're in man coverage. And Fitzmagic takes off. He somehow turns that into a positive gain. And there's Coach T.T. Rexo. He is 5. He is 5. He's 5 and 3. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he gets 2. Once again, a 3rd and short. They're not really moving the ball like you'd want. Time is ticking away. 3rd and 4. And wide open man there in the flats, Jaden Jackson. So now they're driving, and you got to hurry this up. Yeah, one timeout left. You're inside the 40. Pretty close to field goal range with your 87 overall, or kick power. And he's going deep again, and they dropped the pick. Deuce Harmon, he already had one. He can't get this one. That was a duck. So Fitzpatrick's basically shitting himself when he gets inside the opponent's territory. Fitzmagic, all the time in the world. He decides to take off, and it runs out. Dallas Walker, the 4th, just throws him back. And they're bringing everybody back to the line. 3rd and 17. Not much going to be doing here. That was huge for Texas A&M. And he's going deep. And it's almost picked again. Solomon Geraldo, the SFA player, makes the critical tip pass. That would have been a touchdown. Texas A&M is playing out of their minds in the secondary. That would have been a touchdown if he put any air on it at all, but he threw a piss missile instead of a floater. He's thrown multiple floaters. So as we're trickling down to the end of the first half, it's pretty much the same type of game, honestly, just minus the scoring. Texas A&M was up 4, now they're up 3. So yeah, it's like that first game. I wish the first game would have stayed because we had more scoring, but Nick's saying it's going to be pretty much similar, so I don't think there's any difference really in these games. As we head to halftime, though, here in the SEC game, and a little longer than usual getting here, but we're going to kick off the playoff committee right after this. These are the committee members. Me and Nick are alternates. I do think some people won't be there today, so we'll see how it goes. But this is the ad of the day. UTAM, baby. The University of Texas Agricultural and Mechanical is leading 3-0. UTAM having some beautiful plays in that first half. You gotta love UTAM. Ranked JSAL? I don't know about that. Ranked Buffalo? Probably. As we look at and there's just nothing doing on both sides, honestly. A little under So this is such a crazy difference because both teams in that first game had over 200 yards each in the first half, and then in this game, neither of them were able to get above 100. I mean, Ole Miss is right at 110, but you know what I mean? Like, just nothing really doing in that first half. But now we're on to football we have not seen before, baby. Second half, 3-0. This is right now the lowest scoring game day in SFA history. Is it possible for us to get a game day with no touchdowns? Can we have a 6-3 game or a 3-0 game? I mean, Buffalo, he went from 0-3, and now he's 5-3 with 2 ranked wins in a row. You know, like, they're playing up right now, so you got to probably rank them. Probably going to be in the 20s easily. L.J. Johnson Jr., he starts out this half for 9. Can Eli Stowers get back on track? He's had a bad game to start. A nice little floater there to Demas. You get the first down. Yeah. I mean, we'll see what the playoff committee says. It's all up to them at this point. Coaches no more as they get him from behind. So Stowers unable to get back there. Brandon Mack having himself a good game. 3 tackles for loss and a sack. Stowers, he keeps up the middle on the inverted veer. He cuts outside, breaks a tackle. All right, Stowers. This man's getting a little saucy out here. There's a nice run there. All right. Pass over the middle. He connects with Demas, and that's a first down. The SIP is silent. These fans are bored out of their minds. They want some offense. They don't care which side it's on. Is Yul Keith Brown in motion? Stowers keeps it. He breaks Demon Clowney's tackle. We haven't really seen Demon Clowney make any plays today. Number 17 on the defense. And they hurry it up. Split backs once again. And they're going to run the same play. And this time it gets swallowed up by who else? Fitzpatrick in the backfield. His second tackle for loss. So big 3rd and 4. They are in field goal range, you would assume, with 99 kick power. 2 men in the backfield. And Stowers, he stays on the feet. And they don't call him down. And Stowers, he still gets the first down. That was a questionable call. If that would have gone for a touchdown, that would have been the funniest play ever. And they hand it off to 2 men in his face. That's not going anywhere. Miles Ricketts on the tackle in the backfield. Yeah, that play was wild because, like, obviously those plays happen in this game where you're laying on the back of a player, but he was just lying on the ground. All right, Stowers, he's throwing it for once. He actually throws it over the middle. Moose Muhammad, I believe that's his first touch of the game. It is. 9 of 10 passing, so while they've all looked terrible, he's connected on the majority of his passes. And he's rolling out left here. He's going to the end zone, and Demas catches it at the 1. He gets the toes in, so Texas A&M is on the doorstep now. Can Texas A&M punch it in to take a 2-score lead here in the second half? Hands it up the middle, and that is a touchdown. Texas A&M puts the first TD of the day on the board as they go up 2 scores. And this game has been pretty much all A&M. Neil, how does it feel to lose 2 game days on the same day? You're losing the first sim and you're losing this one. Texas A&M has eaten you alive. If you counted the first half of that game and up to this point, it would be 24-10. So, oof. Can Fitzmagic right the ship here in the second half? Hand it off to Nate Robinson up the middle. He does fall forward for 9. Plenty of time still, over 15 minutes left in the game. No reason to worry if you are an Ole Miss stan. They just need to stop the turnovers. As Nate Robinson, he does get the edge. He gives a little bit of a stiffy. That was a mid-stiff. He gets another first down. Honestly, if Fitzmagic is kind of being a head case, you just keep running it. Fitzmagic's running well. Nate Robinson's running well. And a good delivery over the middle to Ronald Acuna. We haven't really seen Brett Boozler even a little bit, really, in this game. I think maybe he has 1 catch. It's been Jackson and Acuna. So, split backfield here once again. It's one of their favorites, and they both go out for passes. And he delivers. That is Brent Boozler. That is his first reception on the day. He is top 5 in receiving yards in the country. So, Texas A&M doing a great job taking away their top target. But Ole Miss is driving here as they run the jet sweep, and he gets a lot of yards off that, 7. More than usual. Normally, jet sweeps don't go for all that much, but this time it gets them a fresh set of downs, and they're at the 35. Trips right, Boozler on the left. Fitzmagic, it's going to be a screen pass. He dumps it off. Nate Robinson, can he do something? He does break a tackle, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe giving him 1. If you at this point for Ole Miss, no more funny business. It's all business now. You got to score. 37 plays so far, no points on the board. Nate Robinson up the middle, and he does get stuffed. He only gets 3. A big third down here. They might be in stretch field goal range. You would like to at least get 3 points out of this drive as they come out empty. And they're going to take a blitz. He delivers a dot to Nate Robinson, who gives a stiff. He breaks another tackle. Nate Robinson, touchdown, Ole Miss. A 31-yard, not a bomb, but a slant route that he breaks 2 tackles and makes more miss. Unbelievable. And I'm not sure what this blue box is doing. Game Day is in shambles today. I don't know what the blue box is doing, but we just got to keep it riding. I'm going to pause the game. Maybe it goes away. It's not. So the blue box is here, baby. That's not me. That's the game. That's RPS3 is kind of shitting itself today, I guess. Blue box of death, absolutely. We're just going to keep it rolling. It's not going to hinder gameplay, I don't think, so we're just going to keep it going as quite a big blue box. But, yeah, we're just going to keep it rolling here. We want this game to play out in its entirety. I'd rather have a blue box than a game freeze. So, Nate Robinson was such a nice touchdown that it broke the game. This game brought to you by Blue Square. So we got Eli Stowers. Luckily, it's not cutting off anything on the game. LJ Johnson. See, this is why you don't have SEC game days. Even my computer hates the SEC. And Stowers is jamming it deep, and that's going to be dropped. Probably better it was dropped as it's 4th down anyway, so probably have better field position. But he floated it a little bit farther. That was a touchdown. So if you're watching highlights, you're watching this on replay, that blue box, I don't know what it's doing. Is Nate Robinson fumbles the ball, and he does recover it, so no return. A little bit of a risky play there. I mean, Ole Miss, or Nate Robinson putting the team on his back. basically doing everything they can to choke this game. Is Fitzmagic up the middle. He gets a crisp 9 yards. I don't know what this blue box is doing. I don't know how to fix it, but I'm glad it didn't screw with the game. Yeah, the NCAA is fucking me today. First the helmet glitch, now you got a blue square glitch. But Hudson Wolf for 4. This game is finishing, god damn it. As Fitzmagic, he cuts up the middle. Nobody is there. He escaped the pocket as it was collapsing. A big play for Fitzmagic. You got to think, is that blue square the Ole Miss baby blue? Is it a good luck charm? Are they going to start playing well? Kentrell up the middle, Bullock for 6. Yeah, my computer said fuck this game today. Fitzmagic though, 2nd and 4. He does take off again, and he has all the room on the right side. No one. Where are they? Fitzmagic for 20. He has 65 yards on the ground so far. So Fitzmagic, 99 overall. Not known for his running, but when his passing hasn't been stellar today, his running has. So that's all you can ask for. Fitzmagic, he keeps it up the middle again. It's been all Fitzmagic this drive. So on the 10. 2nd and 3. Can Ole Miss all of a sudden take the lead in the span of like 3 minutes? And he is stuffed. So a 3rd and medium. Texas A&M's now on their back foot. A splashy touchdown, a 3 and out has completely flipped the momentum. The blue square has brought Ole Miss back to life. As they dump it short again, Brent Boozler cannot get there. And they're going to settle for 3. So, Ole Miss potentially able to tie it up as Robinson strained his shoulder, but they said he will be back. So, Texas A&M and Ole Miss here, tied at 10. So, a quick 10-point comeback as we're about to head to the 4th quarter. As they get a broken tackle there from Demas. Yeah, so we have a blue square glitch, but if you haven't been watching, the game froze at halftime, and then we restarted it. I restarted my whole thing, and then in the 3rd quarter, this blue square popped up, and I can't get rid of it. So, I mean, we obviously want the game to finish, so we're just gonna let it do its thing. Maybe at the end of the 3rd quarter it will go away, but we'll see. But it's not hindering the actual gameplay, so just take this as a sponsorship. I don't know what's blue. Maybe this is Buffalo. Buffalo is infiltrating the SFA with their blue. It's seeping into Gameday. The Buffalo hype is for real. I mean, I think I've said it before. But I was like, the SFA can't survive Buffalo being good. And look at this. So as we head to the 4th quarter, it's 10-10. Nate Robinson broke the game on that beautiful touchdown. And then all of a sudden it is tied up. 9 minutes. Who's going to lead the division and have a stranglehold on a playoff spot? As he fumbles it, Stowers puts it on the ground, and it's picked up by the offensive lineman. The 2nd time today, Texas A&M's recovered their own fumble. That was such a dinky fumble, Stowers. What are you doing? Such a dinky. And Fitzpatrick forces that fumble. And a 3-and-out again, so Ole Miss has completely flipped the field position. Texas A&M in the first sim had the lead at halftime, and then at halftime of this game it was a 3-point lead instead of a 4-point lead. So pretty much everything is shook out the same way as it was going to. Welcome in, Skook. We've had some technical difficulties, as you can see on the screen. We have a blue square. That's all right. We're letting it ride. Fitzmagic, he gets the pitch off, and broken tackles galore. Texas A&M was leading 10-0, and then in the last 3 minutes or so, Ole Miss has lit a fire under their asses. The blue square has powered them to a 10-point comeback, and now it's anyone's game. 8 minutes left. So, quick option, and he spins off the defensive lineman. Fitzpatrick's running out of his mind today. Two games in a row, or 2 plays in a row, the quick option, he's broken that first tackle. That's wild. But a 3rd and 8. Can Fitzpatrick, can they survive it? And he's going to be sacked. All hail, you know the magic conch in SpongeBob? All hail the blue square. You know how Texas A&M is a cult? We need a blue square cult. Texas A&M, they are on the return. They've not done anything since the blue square infiltrated. No, I'm going to go with this is Buffalo and his shenanigans. He's hacking my stream, trying to promote his propaganda. As they get a nice run here, LJ Johnson Jr., and he can't stay on his feet, but a 20-plus yard run, and A&M is across the 50. Yeah, it happened on that play where they got the touchdown. As they pitch it again, and nobody is there. LJ Johnson. 2 straight 20-plus yard runs, and they are immediately threatening now. A&M, they're running quick option again. This time it is stuffed. Hey, Skook, check this out. Alrighty, here we go. 2nd and 13. A shovel, and they don't pitch it. They stuff them. Markevius Brown on the tackle, a 3rd and 13. They are on the 31, though, so with 99 kick power, they are easily in field goal range, you would assume. And they're going to run a mid-screen. Oh, wait, no! He gets it off, but that's going to be going for negative yardage. Now the question, is that going to kick him out of field goal range? You got to think the 35 or so is probably the longest that they'll attempt it. Are they going to go for it on 4th and 16? No, they're bringing out the field goal kicker. We got a 51-yard field goal here to take the lead with 5 minutes left. The kick is up. We have no clue what's happening. And plenty of leg, and that is good. That was going to be good for 70. Oh, my. Texas A&M takes the lead. A beautiful field goal. That was a kick of legends. Yeah, that's an NFL kicker. That was going to be good from 70, dude. That was massive. The massive boot. I don't know what they're feeding that kid. So just under 6 minutes remaining. Ole Miss is once again trailing here. And ironically, in the first game, we're still haven't hit that total. But Ole Miss here. And wide open, man. That's Ronald Acuna over the middle. How do you leave him open on a 15-yard in route? So Acuna, that's his 6th catch. He hasn't really gotten the yardage today. That's all right. They're moving the ball. Is Fitzmagic finally going to start moving the ball through the air like he's known for? Fitzmagic here. And nothing doing. Not a lot of opportunities really for highlights today. Fitzmagic, though, he keeps it here, and he's going to cut inside and get a nice, crisp 5 yards. I think that was Jackson on that play, but yeah, no, I agree with you. I thought that was a touchdown. 3rd and 2. Fitzmagic keeps these all the room in the world. I mean, Texas A&M, what are you doing? Like, I know you don't want Nate Robinson to beat you, but Fitzmagic has been killing you on the ground in the second half. He's basically been their entire offense. You need to stop him. They fake the handoff. A beautiful pocket, but he doesn't even want to throw it. He has all the room in the world on the right side. Fitzmagic is still trucking down to the 20. The blue square propelling Ole Miss. All hail the blue square. Yeah, Acuna's 81, Boozler 83. Got Fitz. They do a jet sweep to the tight end. Will it work out? No, that goes for negative yardage. I don't think anyone in their right mind would not think that wouldn't happen. All hail the blue square. How did you get a blue square emote? The SFA is in shambles today, as that is a dump-off pass there in 3rd and long. I'm going to say it right now. This game is destined for overtime, my boy. 3rd and 10. Ole Miss. Inside the red zone. He floats it. Wide open man, Hudson Wolf. Can he get there? And he's out at the 1-yard line. He couldn't stretch. They kept him out. A beautiful pitch and catch. Wide open man. And the big man dragged them to the 1. It took 3 guys to bring him down. 1 yard away from taking the lead. They bring out the big heavies. They're going to throw it. Fitzmagic takes off. He breaks 1, and he goes down. 2nd and goal. Second and goal. Can A&M get a stop here? Split back formation. You got to think a run's coming. Almost nobody in the box. They're running shovel, and he doesn't get there. 3rd down. Oh, man. 4 tackles for losses and an interception for Deuce Harmon. He's having himself a game on the defensive side. I mean, obviously you don't want to throw it if you're Ryan Fitzpatrick. Hands up the middle, Nate Robinson. Can he get there? No, they call him short. Oh, my, what a spot. I thought he got in there, and they're bringing out the field goal team. No way. So to tie the game, Ole Miss playing it safe, as they're going to be running out this clock. They want to give Texas A&M as little time as possible. And you got to imagine the way this game is going, that this game is going to go to OT as the blue square infiltrates the SIP. This game is destined to be a shit show. The kick is up, and we got a tie ball game. All right, we got a tie ball game, minute 28, 3 timeouts for both sides. It's going to take an 80-yard drive. Really, the biggest difference has been 2 red zone interceptions for Ole Miss in the first half. Other than that, it's been neck and neck. All right, Stowers, he throws it, and a wide-open Demas as he had Austin Keys covering him. You can't have that. You can't have linebackers covering these receivers. They're too good. So a big play to start out the drive, and the time stops there with the first down as they hurry it up now. Plenty of time to run your offense on both sides, and they have the best kicker in the country as far as kick power as he's yamming it deep. Wide-open man! Yoel Keith Brown makes a splash play, their biggest threat on the offensive end, makes a huge play there. Yoel Keith Brown, if you don't know his name, you now do. And Booker Atwood had to take him down, a blow coverage. Texas A&M now can honestly just run the ball and kick a field goal. Stowers keeps it up the middle, and, I mean, if you're Ole Miss, why aren't you calling the timeouts? You got to start calling your timeouts. Ole Miss, what are you doing? Ole Miss is not calling the timeouts, and they're running the clock. Are they not going to kick the game-winning field goal? This might be the final play. Texas A&M, what are you doing? They hand it off. 4, 3, 2. Oh, and time does not run out. They get the field goal off. So they bring them, and now they're icing the kicker. What a crazy ending here. Can Texas A&M shock the world as they're gonna ice the kicker 3 straight times? The blue square of death blocking. Can Texas A&M win it? And it's good! Texas A&M takes the lead! Just a shit show ending here to a shit show game day with all sorts of problems. Only way you're going to have it, but 1 play left. Can Texas A&M shock the world? No one gave them a chance, and they're going to have 1 play. One play, what do you call? They have some of the best wide receivers in the country. 99 overall quarterback. Fitzpatrick, and he's sacked! He doesn't even get the ball off, and the game is over. Texas A&M wins! They come into the SIP, and they leave with a fat, juicy W as Texas A&M and Coach Skook go to 7-1. Caden Davis gets player of the game, and Texas A&M leads the division as Ole Miss goes down to 2 losses. What a crazy game day. Holy shit. Thank you guys for watching. I just knew this game day was going to come down to some bullshit, man. What just happened, man? Oh my god, why didn't he throw it? Robbed a 2-touch. Dude, he was not in, man. He was not in, man. I cannot believe Texas A&M was chaunting that end of the game, and they somehow don't. Whew, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. All right. We'll look up the replay. It's going to be in the video, but I swear he was short because the front of his body was in, but the ball was on the left-hand side. So let's see we'll see if it's even in here. And the square is gone? You gotta be shitting me, these fucking assholes. You know what? The square is all Neil. This motherfucker, he hacked. This is him hacking my system and inserting a blue square. What the fuck just happened? All right, here we go. Here it is. Let's view the replay. Okay, good. It's here. All right. So, he's wide open. If he throws this on a rope, he catches it, it's a touchdown, but he floats it, and he allows him to make up room here. All right, let's get the beautiful play here. And he's pushing. He's pushing. 2 guys. He's still going. And not even close. He's still short. See, the ball's pinned behind his asshole. And he's out, obviously, now. Because, look, his arm is touching and he's short. So, yeah, you see the ball there. See? Oh, look. Beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. He is short. We have a crisp view. Why don't they have that? How do they have this technology in NCAA 14, but they don't have it in real life? Because it got pinned, boy. Look, the defender put his helmet right on the ball. And then when the other guy comes in, it pushes it backwards as he tries to stretch. And look, his foot is out. So he's actually down at the half-yard line. What a defensive stand from Skook. 3 men. What a defensive stand. Ooh, baby. Absolutely wild. All right, so if you're on the playoff committee, I am going to post all the games. I'm going to sim the week, and I'm going to post all the standings, and then we'll do our meeting, okay? So I'm going to try to make that as fast as possible. Fitzpatrick, though, so many missed opportunities for Ole Miss here today. Honestly, just a tough game. He could still make the playoff, but it's definitely tough now. Probably looking at another Citrus Bowl for him. But thank you guys for watching the stream. I'm really sorry that we had some issues with the crashing, in the helmet stuff. That stuff's completely out of my control. Those were the emulator glitches. They're not file glitches, so you don't have to worry about the SFA being corrupted or anything. But it was an exciting ending despite being a ridiculous day. Thank you guys all for watching, and playoff rankings are coming out next.